Oh boy. I couldn't make this up if I tried. So look at this. I'm working on this wall hung board here, and remember this adage, loose wires cause fires. Anyway, no voltage at the thermostat is your problem. So this terminal wasn't tight and this wire just burnt right off here, but you know, I went through and checked the other terminals, and I would say 95% of them were loose. So I tightened these all up as well, because you know, it must have been the same dummy at the factory that tightened all of these, but way too loose, even loose on that side there. So this looks pretty gone. I think I'm gonna clean these up for my spades, put new spade connectors on there. This, I think I'm gonna, again, this is a great situation for a ferrule because this is gone. I'm gonna put 2 wires in this terminal, but I'm gonna put ferrules on them so that we have a really good connection with 2 wires in one terminal. So let me complete the repair and then I'll show it. All right, I want to clean up these terminals, and some tight spots here, so I want to show a little trick for sanding those. Cotter pin works better, but I didn't have one on me, so I just bent this rod here into the shape I needed. And then you want to put your paper in there so it's longer on one side and can wrap around like that. And then you get your drill going in the right direction, and you can just stick it in wherever you're trying to sand. Just run it around a little bit like that. All right, see how nice and shiny those are now? Went ahead and hit these a little bit, but I just can't really get to them. I just cleaned them up in case for some odd reason they might be needed in the future, but I only need these 2, and honestly these are, it might be better just to do a pigtail at that point if they're needed, but that should work really great. And also clean the bottom of that with that little flap wheel I made. That'll work. All right, let me just show this while I'm at it. This, like I showed, is great for sanding random things, tight places, maybe some small copper tubing. For larger stuff, I'll normally cut the end off a brush like this and just chuck it in a drill. I also have these with the quick connect ends, so I can put them in an impact, and these work really great as well. Well, plot twist, pun intended. I went to tighten this, not even really that tight, just this cheap cheese Chinese metal, man. Split off. This one split off, and then I grabbed that one with some pliers to see if I could spin this out, and that side split off. So I'm gonna get this out and see if I can't get this come out of there, and we'll figure out something else. All right, well, obviously if I'd known this was gonna happen, I would have done something different, but I like terminal blocks, so I wanted to try to save it. I can get this screw out, that's not a problem, but I just don't have any screw that matches that. Tried one off a contactor, it's the perfect size, just a different thread. So I'm gonna use this side, and then what I've done here is taken a large ferrule and crimped all of these wires together, and then I'm gonna put a wire nut over top of it. Now, I know some of you guys hate crimps, and will sit there and whine if you see one of these, but the truth is, when I'm dealing with stranded wire of vastly different gauges, I prefer a crimp. I would rather have a good connection, a 100% reliable good connection, than, you know, make a whining technician happy. And people, I think, over exaggerate the amount of effort involved in repairing something like that. A lot of time, you know, if you have a wire go bad, just cut it here and make your splice here. You don't need to cut it here. You know what I mean? And if this were to ever fail, well, chances are you'd be cutting all this out anyway, because all these wires would be burned. But yeah, would have done that from the start. I just like terminal blocks. So anyways, sometimes you just got to change routes, and that's okay. We'll get it done. I don't know why, but I find this all the time. Look at that control voltage. Now look at this. You see the taps on the transformer? Now look at this. I don't know why these are never set right. So if you've got 240 and you're putting it on 208, that's going to make your control voltage like 30. A lot of times you'll have 208 and somebody put the tap or left the tap on 240, and that makes it like 22 or something. But gosh, man, I wish installers would get these transformer taps right. It's ridiculous. All right, here we go. Correct tap, correct control voltage. Perfect. Oh boy. I couldn't make this up if I tried. So look at this. I don't know what the story is on this. I mean, I've never worked on it. I don't think we've ever worked on it. You see anything wrong there? Where's my common? This is the common on that freaking power terminal. Thank God there's not a wire, you know, here. But this is my low ambient control, normally open. No common. What the hell? So this needs to be right there. Good gracious. I have no idea how long that's been like that. Oh boy. That's scary. Alright, she's running great. I might check out a few other things, throw some gauges on it. My amperage is all good in that wire. So I've got amperage going out. Connection's good. Well, I think we got it.